This is Mindfulness with Richard Clarke. Listen, reflect, and deeply meditate. Welcome. Today, we continue the series on Sati, the original Pali word that mindfulness comes from, including its deeper connotations such as remembrance, presence, and awareness of the present moment. Today's session is on touching joy in practice. When people think about mindfulness meditation, they often focus on reducing stress or calming the mind. And these are real benefits, but there's something just as important, something often overlooked: joy. You have the capacity to touch joy in your daily practice. Not joy as a fleeting thrill or excitement, but the quiet, steady kind that rises up when you're fully present. That joy is already within you. Meditation helps you to notice it. Experiencing this joy gives your brain rewards and makes your joy system grow stronger and makes you more joyful. The more you experience this joy, the more joyful you become. Let's be honest. Most days bring a mix of activity, habits, and emotional background noise. You go through the motions, maybe with a low-level tension you barely notice. Mindfulness interrupts that. It invites you to pause, take a breath, and really feel this moment. And in this moment, something subtle shifts. That space, there's quiet, and often this makes room for joy. This kind of joy isn't something you chase. It's something that comes when you stop chasing it. It shows up when you're walking slowly, noticing the sound of birds or the feel of sunlight on your face. It might appear even while doing the dishes. Yes, even that, if you're paying attention and not stuck in old stories or looking to the next thing. You open up. Your heart starts to soften. That's when joy has room to breathe. In your practice, joy can't be forced, but it can be invited. You might start your meditation by recalling something simple that makes you smile: a dog's wagging tail, a warm mug of tea, a child's laughter, words from a friend. Then you rest your attention on your breath and let those good feelings settle into your body. You're not clinging to them, you're letting them ripple through you. There are many small ways to make room for joy. Try walking meditation in a garden, by the lake, or sitting quietly near a window. Breathe in and notice, what do you hear? What do you feel? What's the feeling on your skin? Can you soften just a little bit more? This softening is often where the joy begins, not in perfection, but in presence and openness. Sometimes joy shows up as gratitude, not a list in your head, but a feeling in your chest. You pause and realize, I'm alive. I'm here. This breath is enough. I am enough. That's the heart of it. Be kind to yourself in meditation. Don't worry about doing it right. Just show up. Be still for a few minutes. Notice what's already good and whole inside you. With time, you'll start to feel a lightness in the middle of even the hard days. That's joy is expressing itself, coming into your life. So now let's have a guided meditation on touching joy in practice. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, let your hands rest in your lap. Take a slow breath in and a longer breath out. Let your body begin to settle and your shoulders relax. Bring your attention to the breath. Notice it. Feel it moving in and out. Don't try to change it. Just follow it gently. Begin to scan your body. Notice where you feel tight or tense. Can you soften just a little in those places? Now, think of something simple that brings you a quiet happiness. It could be the sound of leaves in the wind, the face of someone you love, the feeling of a warm bath. Let the feeling of that moment fill you. Stay with that feeling. Notice where it lives in your body. Let it be there. No need to hold on. Just let it glow softly like a candle. Notice any thoughts that come up without judgment. Come back to your breath. Feel your breath in and out. Let each breath be easy. And if your mind wanders, gently bring it back with kindness. And when you feel ready, gently open your eyes, wiggle your fingers and toes, and let the feeling of calm and joy carry you into the rest of your day. You don't have to look far for joy. It's right here, inside your breath, your body, this quiet moment. And each time you sit, you touch it again. Now, before we move into our closing meditation and watch the video, I remind you to remember what mindfulness, what the Buddha called Sati, really means. It's the quality of remembering to be here, fully present with what is. When we practice Sati, we wake up to this very breath, this body sitting here, this mind as it is. In that simple space, we often find joy, not a big dramatic joy, but a quiet gladness that comes from being alive in this moment. You don't have to reach for it or make it happen. Joy is already here, waiting for you to notice. Each time you pause and bring mindfulness to your breath, your senses, to your heart, you are touching joy. So, Barley, how was your meditation last week?
It was pretty good. One time that I'm trying to meditate is approximately 9 o'clock, because then I have to turn the TV off if I'm watching a movie. And then I turn one of your meditations on, and I fast forwarded just to the part where you start getting us into meditation. And then I do it. Then I go to bed.
Very good. And I appreciate, you're using the tools that are there for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. How about you, Michael?
Yeah, yes, daily, everything, first thing in the morning, uh, doing well.
Good. Good to see you here. How about you, Doug? You're muted.
Okay. I was getting ready to cough, so I had muted myself. Yeah, I had really good meditations this week. I've been reading the 40 verses
Oh, yes.
for the I think for the second time, and I think I'm getting more out of it this time.
Yes. And a
So I
lot
mean,
of that material is like that. What you get from it really depends on where you stand at the moment. And each time you read it, you're in a different place.
yeah, that's true. It's your comments and it really helps. Uh, so I read a verse every day before I meditate. Um, and I think that helps me to retain more of it.
Very good.
So the first time I read it, I didn't retain much. So, but what you were saying earlier is so true about meditation, um, opening the way to joy. That has certainly been my experience.
That's wonderful. And that joy, is kind of perpetuates the whole cycle. It makes you want to do it more.
Yes.
Yes. How about you, Joyce, in the middle of all your strife?
Well, as you might imagine, when we found out about all this on Saturday, my ability to focus was pretty bad for the first couple of days, but I've really been making an effort since last night to try to focus and meditate and think calmly. I think everything is better if you can do that. Sometimes you just have to rein your mind in a little bit.
That's right. Well, that's good. Well, what you see in this time of stress, meditation is good to help you calm things out. And sometimes we need that more than others.
True. Very true.
How about you, Carol?
Um, I'm slogging along. I think Doug's idea of reading a passage before you start meditating, that is just such a good practice. It just gets you, slides you in. So that's good. I've been doing that with videos, but I think probably reading it is probably healthier. So thank you for the suggestion, Doug.
How about you, Tom?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. I don't have the visuals, but I'm afraid to mess around with this thing. So thank you. I was appreciated the session. I certainly could have used some meditation in the last 3 weeks. I've been traveling in Vancouver, British Columbia, and Portland, Oregon, and Washington, D.C., and I could have used a lot of joy on some of those flights.
Uh-huh.
But and I could use a lot of calming on that. But I'm happy to be back in Kentucky now. So I hope that I can get a more regularized schedule and approach to meditation. I have not been able and have not done meditation on a regular basis with travel. I know it's
Mhm.
possible, but I didn't do it.
Yeah, well, it's hard also. One of the things that fits the life of most people is meditation on some kind of at a regular time, and it's hard to keep up any regularity when you're traveling.
Yeah. I did try a little bit of meditation on some fairly turbulent flights, and it helped. Actually, it helped.
Was that
Anyway.
meditation or praying?
Well, actually, it was just a calming. Um, um, it's basically an acceptance and awareness that I certainly wasn't in control.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Yeah.
so, so I would say not praying. Not it was no, not that bad.
And again, meditating and noticing that you're not in control is
Yeah.
actually a big deal for a lot of people.
Yes. 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 It certainly helped me because I've been in some pretty, I consider perilous situations, and had a fear of flying for a while, and so it helps in the calming aspect.
Very good. Okay, and now we have a video for today, and today it's about the laughing monk, the joy of enlightenment.
Welcome to the Lost Tube. Once upon a quiet evening in a peaceful village, the old Zen master stood by the temple gate, arms crossed and eyes twinkling like someone who knew all the answers but enjoyed watching others figure them out. One by one, his students rolled in from the market. On bicycles, of course, because Uber wasn't really a thing in the mountains. The master, with a grin that could melt even your strict maths teacher's heart, asked, "So, tell me, why do you ride your bikes?" The first student hopped off his cycle, proudly lifting 2 bags of groceries like he just won a cooking reality show. "Master, my bike carries my groceries. No back pain, no drama," the master laughed. "A clever mind and a strong back. What a combo. You'll survive many Diwali sales." The second student came gliding in like they just escaped a Bollywood dream sequence. "I love how the trees and fields blur past. It's like nature's own Netflix," he said, eyes dreamy. The master nodded. "Ah, the open eyes that see the magic around them. Keep streaming the beauty." Then came the third student, whispering mantras while pedaling like a monk on wheels. "My bike helps me chant peacefully. It clears my mind," he said. The master smiled. "A calm ride, a calm mind. Just don't chant so hard that you miss the potholes." The fourth student, ever the environmentalist, gently parked and said, "Riding makes me feel I'm not hurting the world. No smoke, no noise, just me and the path." The master clapped softly. "Compassion begins with small petals. You ride like a poem." And finally, the last student looked a bit confused. Maybe he skipped breakfast. "Well, master," he said, scratching his head, "I ride my bike." "To ride my bike?" The master's eyes lit up like he'd just heard the punchline to the universe's best joke. He walked over and gave a warm pat on the back. "You, my child, ride for the pure joy of riding. That is what life is all about." And just like that, he dropped a truth bomb heavier than the student's grocery bag. Life isn't just about the where, it's about the how. The journey, the breeze, the bumps, the little laughs, the big potholes, the occasional wrong turn, it's all part of the ride. So here's a little whisper from this story to you, dear listener. In your own life, amidst goals, hustle, and deadlines and broken alarms, don't forget to enjoy the ride. Do something just for the joy of it. Paint badly, dance awkwardly, sing off key, ride your metaphorical bike just because it feels good. Not everything needs a reason. Sometimes joy is the reason. Take a deep breath, smile at the sky, pedal forward. And hey, if this story brought even a tiny sometimes joy is the reason, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.
And now we'll take some time to meditate ourselves. And this final meditation is a way to rest in the remembering of Sati, and let Sati guide you to the simple happiness of being fully present. Mindfulness is present moment awareness, paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally, fully receive whatever is experienced, then let it go. All right. And our chant. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Peace, peace, peace. All right, what did you get from today's session?
A
Joy.
little more peace.
You're muted, Bartley.
I got joy.
That's good.
I was thinking how Joyce always has joy with her because she has joy in her name.
That's right. That is her name.
Yeah.
And for me, as I said, this touching joy in meditation, opening to the door to the joy that is there, is one of the things that continues to provide motivation to meditate. So thank you for joining today,
Thank you, Richard.
and we'll see you next week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Stay.